Fucking hell. It's warm. It's 28 degrees, according to that. We're in the midst of the great British bank holiday heat wave. And my God, it is toasty. I'm sure I see loads of people commenting and writing about how like a British heat wave is different to like stepping off the plane in Spain kind of heat. And I think it's because we go from such a normal pissing it down, maybe a little bit humid for other people, to then all of a sudden having absolutely rouge bats Tennessee temperatures. Like we've gone from, I don't know, what was it where I am, like 15, 16, 17 to well 27 now, but like yeah, like highs of like 33, and it's like we don't get the time to adjust, it just changes instantly. So I'm sure there has been lots of bank holiday dickheads out and about on the piss, causing absolute riot for the emergency services this weekend. And if you are one of those people, fucking, well, quite simply, Godspeed, because most bank holiday weekends at the moment, they've been like pissing them down, but Jesus. Could have been a bad weekend to be an A&E worker. But we are into the midst of the summer realms now. Ignore the warning light on there. It is funny enough, it is a BMW teleservices thing, because I don't know what it is or what they do, but I think it just runs out of signal one day and it goes, oh, it needs an update. Fucking hell, was a bird fucking flying me, shit myself then. Yeah, it runs out of signal one day and then all of a sudden it goes crazy saying I need an update, and the only way you can do it is you take it to a dealer for them to do an update. You can't like clear the code with your GS911 or anything sensible or anything like that. Yeah, so yeah, warning lights on the dash for that. And I don't know if that SOS thing still works just because of it, because like even when I get into like a decent phone signal area, it still stays on, even if I restart, hook the battery, clear the fault, blah blah blah, go back, like it still stays there. Normally I'm a massive like negative person for going out on a bank holiday ride, mainly because there's fucking millions of people on the road, there's loads of other bikers, and generally I'm not the biggest fan with like other bikers and stuff like that. I think when other bikers get together, they like, and I'm probably guilty of this, like when I'm out with my mates and stuff and you have a bit of a hoon about, but I try and keep that to when I'm in a foreign country, because here I'm so terrified of getting done for anything. But I just feel like the willies come out, do you know what I mean? Or the boobs, or the vaginas. I just think people just get excited and they're like, oh, I'm with my mates, I'm out on these fucking motorbikes, oh. Next thing you know, you're in a hedge with your music still playing, with your Taylor Swift still playing. And it's just, what the fuck is going on here? I'm just going to slow down quite a lot because I don't really know what's going on here. I think somebody's just pulled over, just maybe to go for a piss or something, or is it fucking Southwest Water or Highways Maintenance or something? Oh no, it's just a farmer. And yeah, and just all like the willy waving comes out, and it's like, oh, you're in a hedge. And like, that's the kind of like, that's the vibe that I get from like bank holiday. And it's just not for me personally. So, weirdly, I've got somebody behind me now who came up from absolute nowhere because I think he was probably going about 400 mile an hour down that road. But I was like, no, I'll be fucking safe. And I'll look ahead and I'll see the hazards and the dangers in front of me. And I'll take appropriate action and slowing for those. I'm sure that's probably in some weird manual somewhere. And I'll put on my best school accent for, what is that? Just three-wheeled mopedy thing. How cool. So as you can tell, I need some fucking fuel, so that is first priority. Get some fuel in. So I'll be going straight up, get some fuel in the bike, and then bumpy, and then out in the sun for a little bit today. And also, like the bank holiday, there's a lot more traffic around, and it's a bit, it feels slightly more dodgy going out on a bank holiday. I just feel like the risk factor of like motorcycling goes up quite a bit. That's a bit weird. I think that was like a headless animal or something. Yeah, I feel like the risk factor goes up slightly on a bank holiday, and like you just, what is it? It's Professor Filch, isn't it? Mr. Filch, the caretaker in Harry Potter. He got something wits about you. Yeah. So there's my brief explanation of why I don't normally ride around like bank holidays and things like that. But the weather is, I'm just going to go back on my word here completely, the weather is fucking incredible. And to take advantage of this, after I cleaned it yesterday as well, the bike and the car are spankers. And I'm moving house in a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to be able to get out and about in between that and shit, so I'm sorting it out. I'm getting my ride itch and my mental health dump whilst I can. You're going left, wonderful. I'm going straight on, because I'm going straight down to the petrol station. Nicely check the junction, bosh, straight down. Boom. And matey on his little R6 has fucked off to go and ride himself down the A39, and he had no mirrors either, which is a bit... I get it, you've got like a trap bike or whatever, it's still good to go on the road, it looks cool, no mirrors and stuff like that, but fuck me, if you're actually like looking behind you and checking behind you and shit, which I wasn't clearly on that road because I didn't see him coming up until like the last minute, like, oh, if you are like doing all your shoulder checks properly and all that crap, like your neck would be in fucking clatters, because a lot of the times you just like, you have a little brief look in the mirror, see if anything's changed, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, nothing's there, good, I'm still good to go. Oh, by the way, welcome to Devon. This is actually a motorway in Devon, believe it or not. It's not, before I get harassed on the internet. So I moving house in a couple of weeks, can't wait for that. I'm probably going to get sunburnt in this little gap there today, which will be great. Can't wait for that, because I've not put any fucking creme on that bit. I would normally wear my long RST Track Tech Evos, but it's so fucking hot that I can't be bothered putting leather gloves on, so I'm in my nice summer gloves here, nice and comfy. So yeah, moving house, looking forward to that, can't fucking wait, although all the kind of stress is now like mounting up, all that kind of vibe. Anybody who's moved house knows exactly what I'm fucking on about. Although the I've still got like a bit of the military doctrine in me, because obviously like I grew up in the military, like my dad was in the military, so I moved around a lot, and then I joined the military, so I still moved around a lot, and like courses and postings and stuff like that, and I just ended up getting used to fucking decluttering and having my life good to go in like a couple of bags and some boxes that are packed up either at my parents' or somewhere else, or another permanent address or something, and I'm just used to it now. So it'll be nice to go back to having a permanent like base for myself, because I had a house a while ago with an old partner, but that relationship broke down, and you know, I lost my base. So it was just kind of like almost like back to square one, back to doing that kind of vibe. But now, current partner and permanent partner, like, it'll be nice to just have a base and somewhere just to set myself for life and just almost like relax your head a little bit. And I think because I've always been so used to that, moving around all the time, that a lot of the time I think I've always been expecting it. I've always been expecting to move, because that's kind of what I've done my whole life, and it's something I'm so used to. And don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful for those years and travel and moving and all that kind of crap, but head's always been like, I think a bit of a root of it, the head's always been like slightly uneasy, because I'm always expecting to be ready to uproot, be ready to move and stuff. So it'll be nice to not go to that. And the place we've got is fucking lovely, and I can't wait to relax into it and settle in. This isn't like one of my normal vids really. I'm not like riding around at a bit of speed, doing any turning or any corner or anything. I might come back to I might add some of that in, but I'm doing a bit of a boring ride to get to where I'm going today, so I just thought I'd do a little catch-up video. Maybe I'll keep the fueling going while I'm talking and everything. I've got this. Anybody who is a blue light member, which you can still get a blue light card if you're a veteran or serving or any of that kind of crap. You can get what's called an SO WEX card, WEX, and it's in essence a charge card. I think it's I suppose it's a charge card, or like an account card or something like that, for fuel. So you get, like, depending on what grade of fuel you get or anything, it's like 3 to 4p off per fuel, and generally that's kind of what the supermarket price is when you end up with that 3 to 4p off. So you're still getting the same kind of fuel that you get at a supermarket in terms of monetary value, but you're getting like the better quality fuel, if you know what I mean, like with Esso or Shell. And I'm sure Shell probably do the same thing, but I just use Esso just because I've got one in the place where I live at the moment and one in the place where I work and go to, so it works out a little bit better for me. And yeah, you just link your, in essence, I think it's like an agency fuel card, something like that, but it's just similar. But basically, with a blue light card, you don't have to pay the membership fee, which I think is like 60 quid a year. So you just become a member for free for it. And then once you're a member, you get all this, like, you can just basically walk in, and it works with Nectar as well. You can walk in and just fucking pay for your fuel with that. It still has like a little PIN code and all that kind of crap. But it just works, and it's easy, and it's nice and simple. And I would be getting premium, but I'm not in the mood for that. I feel a little bit bad. I feel like that guy, like, disconnected. I'm just going to stay quiet because this guy's like looking for his paper, and I feel like if I talk about him, you might get a bit of a sad on at me. Holy fuck, that was a quick fill. 25 quid, bosh. Let's brim it. Bet this is a great view right now. So, I did think about going ahead and getting the Super unleaded, but then I quickly thought, in this climate, fuck that, not needed. Oh. There's matey who was behind me earlier. That's weird. Yeah, that was my mate from before. Bless him. Wonder where he's going. Does he know that I beat him here? So I beat him here. That's only because I went some fucking stupid cross-country route where I had to go like 2 miles an hour to get the whole way through. In reality though, he's getting the same fucking hits from a bike that I am, but he's probably on like a 2-3 grand R6. That old guy definitely nearly ran me over. He's getting the. Oh, I do always like think that. I do think like a lot of the time, like obviously I like, and my kind of thing at the moment is a bike on PCP. It's nice, it's there. I don't have to worry about anything. Like I'm quite mechanically savvy, but I don't have to worry about anything. It's always in warranty. Like none of that shit is ever an issue for me. But then the costness of just having a couple grand bike that is just a go around, the old Sunday hack vibe, and I don't have to stress about like looking after it as much. There is definitely some kind of allure to that, but each to their own. I'm stuck in this cycle now of having relatively nice motorbikes all the time. I think the only time I've been kind of like away from that, what have I done? So when I had the MT-07 first, then I went for the Fireblade. No, it wasn't a Fireblade, it was a 600RR. And then I went for the Sprint 1050. And then after that was when I started getting into the GS's, and then when I was into the GS's, that was when I started hitting up like the PCP loop, just because for these kind of bikes you either have to have like the money available for a fucking loan, or I mean, because they hold their value as well quite well. You are, for most of them, for a decent example, you are looking at like a good few grand anyway. It's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green, it's green. Now we're indicating, now we're going. But, you know, never say never. I do feel like I want to get the adventure kind of vibe back. Like, I do see myself as a 2-bike garage person. Like a big fuck off touring thing. I'm talking big GS. I don't really like an RT. It doesn't fucking suit me. It's too like it feels like a bit too small in stature or size for me. I think that's the way I can describe it. But never say never. And I do like the look of those new KTMs. So I had a 1290 KTM and that was fucking excellent. But it's just the fucking dealer network and the warranty thing. It's just, it ain't BMW, and I just can't get that out of my head, because like if something's wrong, I'm like, oh, you can just go and get it sorted. Like I don't have to, like I say, I'm pretty fucking handy and I could do a lot of it myself, but I don't want to and I shouldn't have to, especially with the money you're spending on those kind of machines. Oh. I think I will call it a day there, and this is the end. This is the end. And I'll say this will probably be it now for a few weeks because of house move and settling, all that kind of crap in. I know it's been a few weeks since the last one anyway. I'm getting shit with this, and if there's not a trip and stuff, and if there's not somewhere to go or anything like that, like I'm pretty crap at updating. And because I'm not like updating or buying any fancy bits or anything for this or me for like the bike, and you know, you just come on and you just, oh, what the fuck do I talk about? What shit. And because I don't have like a, not that I don't, but like, because there's no like kind of town or like city that I'd go to and ride around and just have reactions from knobheads being knobheads, do you know what I mean? Which ultimately is what a lot of people do want to see. I know a lot of people like watching me chat shit, but back in the day when I used to watch like the early days of like the Baron, the early days of him were just, he was just fucking riding around London with a camera on and just capturing like so much funny shit. And I just think that is kind of what I still like to watch videos for. And whenever I make these videos, a lot of them I just make them as a record, and that's the main reason. And the main reason is for trips, but they're also, like I said before, my mental health dump and just clearing my head out. So every now and again when I feel like I need one, I'll do one. And until a trip comes up, I won't be doing them. Or until I buy some fucking fancy gizmos, but now life with a full-on mortgage again, it ain't gonna be as regular as it was, I can tell you that much. But I will I'll leave it there, and that'll be it. So I'll leave you with all the videos I've been seeing on Instagram recently. The fucking pingoos, knock knock